HISD is currently conducting the largest customer survey in the history of the district. It's called Your Voice, and we want all of our parents, students, and teachers to fill it out. It's completely anonymous, confidential, and is being conducted by an outside third party. Here to talk more about the survey is my fellow board member, Manuel Rodriguez. Thanks for coming on today, Manuel. I love doing this show and getting to hear from my colleagues about different things going on in the district, and I thought today we would talk a little bit about the survey that's happening right now.
It's a pleasure to be here, and the survey is very important, not just to the school district, but to Houston as a growing entity, one of the fastest growing cities in the United States.
Right, and we've never done a survey like this. You've been on the board a lot
10
longer
years.
than I have, and I know since I've been here, there have been a couple, but they've consisted of people getting picked randomly and maybe getting a phone call, but nothing to this extent.
Yeah, this is a full, complete survey that includes parents, students, teachers, administrators, business leaders, and community representatives. So it's a 100% survey trying to get everybody's opinion on what they believe HISD is doing, how it's doing, and where it's going.
Right, and it's so important for us to get as many people as possible that hear from us that we want them to participate in the survey to actually participate, because it's going to be really informative to us as board members about how we're doing and how we're spending our budget and the initiatives on campus.
Well, I think we still have a couple of pennies that we can spend.
Absolutely. Well, and also, I don't know about you, but I get calls from people who are always paying attention and know how to get in touch with me easily, but I know there's a lot of other people out there that don't have that access, or they don't have time to pick up the phone and make a call, and I'm looking forward to hearing from the community at large, and then being able to kind of weigh those one-offs that I get with what comes out of the survey.
Oh yeah, I get stopped at church, I get stopped in the store, and of course, you know, I eat at the Telwink.
Right.
And we have conversations there every morning.
Absolutely. So I got my survey in the mail. I have 3 kids in HISD, so we got a middle school survey, a high school survey, and an elementary school survey. And my elementary school age child survey came home in his backpack, and I knew to ask for it, but it's really important that all parents look in their elementary kids' backpacks to make sure that they got the survey. And in it comes a letter explaining what it is. I wrote somebody's phone number on mine. I'm going to cover it up. On the front, it's in English, and on the back, it's in Spanish. And so maybe you'd like to share for our Spanish-speaking parents about finding it in their backpack for their kids, or it coming in the mail for the older children.
Yeah, Ana. Yes, Ana. Es muy importante que los padres que hablan español reciben este inquisito de HISD para que ellos puedan hacer comentario y darnos sus pensamientos de cómo estamos trabajando con el distrito escolar, qué son las cosas que ellos esperan para la educación de sus hijos, y de darnos su opinión. Queremos escuchar si uno tiene comentarios bien, o si hay algunos problemas que quieren comentar acerca de sus hijos o las escuelas o los maestros. So, en la carta que reciben o online pueden llenar este inquisito para darnos su opinión y darnos saber qué es lo que ustedes piensan de HISD.
Right, and so one of the things I think I understood you to say is that you can either fill it out in paper, which is what comes in the mail or comes home in the backpack, and you have a self-addressed stamped envelope that is all postage paid, and the survey is completely confidential and anonymous, and there's a little portion at the top that tells you how to log in online, and it has a special code so that you can't fill it out more than once, and it also has your name on it, so you have to tear that part off before you mail it back in for it to remain confidential. And then if you fill it in online, it just marks you off and asks you to put the number in. One of the things that it says is if you have 2 kids in a certain school, like in middle school, that you only fill the survey out once. But if you do have kids at the different levels, you fill it out for each of them. Or if they're both middle school kids and they go to different middle schools, it's really important for you to fill it out, because it is going to give us information about the specific school.
Let me go ahead and repeat that in Spanish.
Okay.
Si los padres tienen 2 niños en la misma escuela, no hay necesidad de llenarlo 2 veces. Pero si uno tiene 3 hijos y uno está en cada escuela de nivel elementario o primaria, middle school y high school, entonces sí queremos que los padres llenan los 3 formas para darnos saber de cada escuela. O si tienen 2 hijos, pero los 2 van a diferentes escuelas del mismo nivel, también queremos que uno lo llena de cada escuela. Este es confidencial, no se va a dar esta información. Y si uno llena la hoja, favor de quitar su nombre, de remover esa parte que tiene su nombre para que esto se mantiene confidencial y uno puede estar seguro que su información no se va a dar a ninguna parte. Eso se queda aquí con el distrito escolar.
And so the last thing that's really important about it is that parents have a deadline to fill it out or mail it in by May 20th, and then the kids will be taking the survey at school after that.
Okay, so again, for our Spanish-speaking parents, si hay un tiempo cierto que uno tiene que regresar este formulario o llenarlo en línea. Es el día 20 de mayo y después de que ustedes terminan con todo esto, los estudiantes van a seguir con este inquisito en la escuela y lo van a tomar durante el día después del día 20 de mayo. So, apúrate, llénalo y mándalo tan pronto que se puede.
Thank you so much for coming on. And I also, a little teaser for later in the summer, I look forward to having you and Juliet Stepetch back on so we can talk specifically about Latino issues in your districts and all of our schools.
It'll be our pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.